Okay, so we're going to modify this image. This is elementary 64-bit. We're going to modify it by adding a student user account so that we can limit access for the kids and only focus on what's important for their intents and purposes. Across the base bar, we're only going to have the Google Chrome most recent version of it for kids to use. So let's get started. On the top left-hand corner, click on Applications and then select Terminal. In the terminal, we're going to need to download the gdeb installer so that we can download the current version of Chrome. So here's the first line of code. So first line of code is sudo apt install gdebi. Then push enter, and you're going to have to enter your password, the one that you entered with the image. Now there is a common error with this. Sometimes when you do it the first time, it's not going to recognize that the package even exists. So unfortunately, what you may need to do is you have to shut down the device, turn it back on. So we're going to do that quick. Okay, so after you shut down and then re-enter the sudo apt install gdebi code, it will start loading the packages, and then it's going to prompt you, do you want to continue? You would click Y for yes and then push enter, and it will finish installing the gdebi package installer. What this tool will be used for is to unpack the Chrome browser, the current version of it. And the next step, just type the word exit and push enter. So now we're out of the terminal. The next thing we need to do is we have to go to the Epiphany browser that comes installed with elementary, and we're going to Google search Chrome. And once you've Google search Chrome, we're going to click on the Chrome web browser Google link. It's the second one down, not the ad. Then click download now, accept and install. We want the Ubuntu version, so it's already checked off. Now it's downloading, and when it's finished, we'll move on to the next step. Okay, now it says that it's finished. So what we do is you just click on it, you get a pop-up on the main screen. Now you want to right-click on the box, and then select Open in gdebi Package Installer. Alright, the next thing you need to do is you have to click on Install Package, and then it's going to prompt you for the image password. Enter your image password and then click OK. The package installer is going to come up. It's going to, again, start to install Google Chrome onto the image, and it'll give you a little comment where it'll say that you can automatically close. I just checked this off. And then when the box is closed, that means that it's done. Now the package installer is finished, so the next thing you do is X off this box, close off the browser. You can just close everything if you want. Next, go down to System Settings. Now in System Settings, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the user account. And in the user account, we have a guest session and we have an administrative, or a guest account and administrative account. We're going to unlock, enter our password, and then once we've unlocked, we're going to add another account. This is going to be specifically for the students. So what I recommend is just for the username, make it student, all lowercase, and then student for the password. We're going to adjust and create a special image, or sorry, a special account just for the students, so it's easier for them to navigate through the image. So I clicked on the plus sign on the bottom left to create a new account. This is a standard user account, and I'm calling it student. With the password, I'm just making it student. Then click on create user. And there's my student account. So click on the student account and then select login automatically. Ideally, we want this to automatically log in every time we turn the device on, so that the students are always on their own account and it's easier for them to work with the device. Okay, now that the account has been created, we're going to click on all settings and then go to the parent control. In the parent control, we're going to unlock this account again using our administrative password, the one that we included in the image. And then in this student image, what we're going to do is we'll go to Applications. I'm going to turn on Control. So I just clicked on this toggle switch and then click on the plus sign. I'm going to prevent students from accessing some of the features. The App Center they don't need. Archive Manager is not necessary. I'm just thinking of different things that they won't need to access. The Epiphany browser they don't need because they're going to be using Chrome. Files they'll need to access. They don't need to access the gdebi packager. And they won't need access to system settings. Then they can't fiddle with the Wi-Fi settings or the terminal. So I think that short list would be enough for just adjusting the student account. When you're done, then just click X, close that off, and we're going to shut down and see whether or not it boots up in the student account. Alright, so we've shut down, rebooted, now we're just testing to see whether or not it auto signed in or logged in to the student account. To do that, in the top right hand corner, click on the power button, and you'll see that students are clicked or set as logged in. The administrator account and the guest account are logged out. That's a good thing. Now let's make this a little bit nicer just for the students. So click on Applications, click on the current version of the Chrome web browser and drag that into the bar along the bottom. Grab all of the other features, grab them with your left mouse button and just drag them off the bar. Because technically, as a web-based tool, all they really need is the Google Chrome web browser. And that's it, that's their image. So click on Chrome, and we're going to launch it for the first time. And there is one key thing that I would set up here for all of your devices. In order for students to access the Wi-Fi network, they do need a keyring passcode or a password. Might as well just keep this the same for all students. Just set it student as the password and then confirm it with the word student. Then they are not going to be confused with entering different information. Okay, and once you've entered the keyring password information, so student would work, it's fine, then you're going to get this prompt icon for making Chrome the default browser. Just click OK, and then Chrome's going to launch. On the very first launch, it may ask you, do you want to sign in? Just click no thanks. This is a public device. Many students are going to be using it, so no student has to sign into Chrome and make the device their own. Unless you're setting it as one-to-one, just leave it as no thanks. And we're just going to test it with classroom.google.com. And it seems Wi-Fi is good. Seems to be working quick. And the next step would be to go to Dreambox and test to see whether or not it's going to work on Flash. You'll have to open and close Chrome with Dreambox maybe a few times to make sure it's going to run. But once Flash is installed, by opening and closing Dreambox, it should work fine.